A Wendigo. It had a scar.
So?
I've seen it before.
What are you talking about?
I saw these old pictures of some guys with that scar, and he was transforming into a Wendigo.
You're kidding.
It was one of the miners who'd been trapped back in the 50s in the cave-in, which means that thing is 80 years old. At least.
Spunky for an old-timer.
They cleaned the place out. Killed a lot of people.
They? You mean there are more of them?
Oh, yeah.
How many?
Too many.
I think we're close. To the lair.
How can you tell?
I don't know, I just feel really terrible all of a sudden.
Did I?
I really don't want to go in there.
There's no other way through.
Mike, is that what I think it is?
Shit. Looks like a grave.
Oh, God. Mike, this is Beth. This is her watch.
What? Let me see.
Look, there was a cross here.
So this is where she was buried.
But who dug her up?
Let's keep moving.
Fine. I'm going in.
Oh. Right, it's okay.
You sure?
I'm not dead yet.
Famous last words.
Oh,
It's freezing.
shit.
I feel my fingers.
I know. Just keep moving. Nobody likes cold butts. Although yours are great. Never mind.
Wait a minute, I thought you reached the deepest part.
Oh, I didn't say that. It was okay. Meaning like there weren't any sharks or anything in here.
Sharks? Great. Thank you.
Shit. This looks like Hannah's writing.
I'm sorry, Beth. I have no choice. It's the only way I can survive anymore. If someone finds this, I'm sorry. I had to. I had no choice.
What does it mean? Jesus.
Oh God, it makes sense. I think Hannah dug up Beth. It was Hannah.
No, that's
Michael.
it's ridiculous.
Michael, it has to be. It's the only thing that makes sense. Beth died in the fall,
So what? What does that mean?
so Hannah must have buried her.
God damn it. God damn it.
Hannah was down here.
I don't believe any of this.
She would have been starving. She would have been desperate.
Fuck!
We need to find Josh. Right now.
Wait a minute, I didn't... Hold on, I didn't check inside the cave. Can I go inside? Will it allow me to go inside? Yeah, it would. But there's nothing in here. So it's just a set design choice for the game itself. Model choice. Oh well.
He's getting deeper.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh. Hey, it's sloping up again. We're gonna make it.
God, don't jinx it.
Oh. Come on. We made it.
You see that?
Yeah.
Bodies.
Oh my god.
No!
I'm gonna be sick. Wait. Hold on. I think I saw something. No, I don't. I don't take orders from you. I don't take orders from you. You can't.
Hey, Josh?
You can't tell me what to do. You can't
Josh?
tell me what to do
Buddy.
anymore. You can't tell me what to do. Oh, okay. Okay. I trust you. I trust you. I trust you.
What's the matter with him?
He's tripping or something. Josh! Mike. Josh! Hey, man. Don't hit me, please. Well, you were deep in it, man. Full mental jacket.
We didn't think we'd get you back. Josh, Hannah was down here for weeks, a month. She dug Beth up.
Sam.
Mike.
Hey, let's just get the fuck out of here.
Okay. Josh, do you have the key for the cable car?
Yeah.
Oh, God. See that over there? That means there's a direct way out. Come on.
Yeah. There's no way Josh is gonna make it up there.
Okay. If you help me up, I can go back to tell the others we're okay.
Yeah. Yeah, good.
You bring Josh back the way we came, and we'll all meet at the lodge.
Be careful.
Hey, you too.
All right, let's go, you fucked up son of a bitch.
You didn't have to hit me so much, man.
Yeah, I'm sorry about before, man. I thought you killed Jess. What was wrong? No. Oh! 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 I didn't want you to die.
Yeah, this is really not good. Now I have a character who has an injured leg or injured body moving slowly due to the pain. And because there's no fast running, well, you can't really do anything about it. So you have to accept the fact that this is the fate of this game. That's the fate of this game. That the movement is meant to suck. The intentions was to make you see everything that they're changing by limiting your movement. So you have to watch their changes. But forcing someone to do something they don't want to do doesn't mean they're going to like it. They're actually going to dislike it. And they're going to tell you about it after they dislike it. I hope they learned from this mistake in this game. I mean, there really wasn't a need to remake this game. Because I'm at the 4.2 regards to the game now. So it still hasn't hit like a 5 yet for me. And I'm past the halfway point. So, in fact, I'm past the 75% marker. Which means I'm in the last 10 minutes of the game, or last 25 minutes of the game, in the 80% marker, 80 to 90% marker.
Come on. You look terrible.
It'll look worse if we stay out here. Come on.
Okay. Mike, what happened to Josh?
I got him.
God, what an awful way to go.
Not good.
What do you think we should do?
We should check the basement. Might be someone left down there. If there's anyone left, they're probably in the basement.
How do you rate our chances of survival?
I'm trying not to think about it.
So that's basically the end of Until Dawn. I saved everyone except Matt because I exited at a checkpoint and I didn't cross that checkpoint, so I had to redo things over again.
No.
Or, which is probably the most likely truth, is that I was supposed to take the flare gun and wait with the flare gun with Emily.
I don't know how to describe him. I mean,
That is the only thing that throws me off. How would you know that you're supposed to keep the flare gun with Emily and that she would give it back to him? There was no signs that she would ever give that back to him.
No, you don't understand. Don't you understand?
But I do get it. If you give the flare gun to Mac, he fire off the flare gun so you can't use the flare gun against the creature.
I heard Jessica. I don't know how or why she was down there, but I know I heard her.
But here's the thing.
He held it right up to my face. Right here, right in front of my nose, and he could have shot me. He almost shot me, the prick.
How would I know that Emily was going to give him the flare gun to begin with? Like, if this was my first time playing the game, how would anyone knows that she would give him the flare gun? If you didn't know Mass Faith, how would you know that she wouldn't keep the flare gun? The most logical thing would be to...
He wanted to hurt us. Okay? And
it was a toss-up.
I thought he was the one.
I believe that was a toss-up, a critical toss-up, because no one could have guessed that
After his sisters,
she would give him back the flare gun.
come and talk to me.
So now I gave the game back the points I took away from it.
I thought we had a connection.
If you need someone to talk to,
I'm fine.
sometimes, after a traumatic experience,
I said I'm fine.
About Matt, have you found him?
no, not yet.
Yeah, well, don't look too hard.
You don't sound very concerned.
Fucker left me to die. He said he was my boyfriend, but then he basically murdered me. Would you give a shit?
Your friend Ashley, she told her she tried to help you. She said she heard you calling out.
Not me.
What do you remember?
He came for me. He did.
Came for you?
Where is he? Did he make it? You need to listen to me. I don't care if you believe me or not. Doesn't matter because you will. You need to go down to the mines.
What's in the mines, Sam?
I've seen what's down there. And I'd give anything to unsee it.
So Hannah and Beth's death doesn't count because there was nothing you could do about Hannah's and Beth's death. But Matt's death could have been avoided. But his death was a toss-up because there was no indication that she would ever give him that flare gun thereafter to protect himself. None. No indication that they would go back in the mines, nothing. So that was like a poor creative decision on the part of people who were the gamers. So I'll give the game a point back for the fact that I thought it was a checkpoint thing. But at the same time, I still think it was a dumb decision in the past. So I'll skip all this and then I'll get towards the end of the game. Is this a better than the remake? I mean, is this remake better than the original? This remake is not better than the original. The original I had in the mid 8s to high 8s category. This didn't even get into the 7 category. At best, this is in the 5s. And that's me being fair to it. In truth, personally I'm at a 4 point something. 4.2. But if I wasn't myself, I would give it a 5.2, which means it is slightly above average, but not really, because anything that's in the fives isn't really a good game. Anything in the fives are okay games, are average at best, which means they're called meh games, meh, or passable. And if a game is passable, then it really isn't successful. It just barely passed, which means it's not better than the original, which means why the hell did they need to make this again? If it's not really a remake, it doesn't feel like it. Remake it on a new engine, add new scenes, add new situations. Primary decisions in the original game were still the same. So it's still primarily an original game, not a remake.
I'm up! I'm up!
And that could be one of two things. That little extra scene that they add towards the end of the game could be one of two things. It could be just a nightmare, which is probably obviously is, or it could be the fact that she was scratched or bitten by one of the monsters and she's going to turn, which doesn't make sense because the game itself tells you that you have to eat human flesh in order to turn into these monsters at this mountain location. So it didn't say anything about eating rabbits or a different type of meat. It just says flesh of a human being. Maybe it didn't say flesh of a human being, but I doubt bitten by these things and eating some chicken or turkey or anything that has meat in it is going to transform you. Otherwise, the old man with the flamethrower would have been transformed a long time ago. So I'm pretty sure that guy ain't vegan. So that said, it's a nightmare. And the nightmare is probably, with regards to that scar, an attachment to Josh's own personal curse. So I don't think it's like the curse of the monster. I think it's the curse of what plagues Josh, because at the end you hear the psychiatrist call out to Sam. It's either Josh call out to Sam or it's the psychiatrist that calls out to Sam. I believe it was to sound like the psychiatrist, not Josh. So it's an obvious nightmare that she's going through some mental problems, because it can't be real. Because if it's real, then she's really now a head case. And it has nothing to do with the monster. Because the whole flesh thing, of eating human flesh, is part of the whole monster's transformation thing, which he never did. So she's now a head case, or it's just a nightmare. That's it for this video. This remake, at best you could have it at a 5. At worst, I would say it's in the 3s and the 4s. I personally have it in the 4.2, but if I wasn't myself, I would have it like 5.2, which means it's slightly above average. But at the same time, I would say it's like above average doesn't count for its remake, since the original was far beyond 5s or 6. Hell, the remakes was anywhere in the low 8s, mid 8s, or high 8s, depending on the people who played the game. And they didn't really change up majority of the dialogue of the original story. It just kept much of the dialogue of the original story. So it's not like they added a whole lot more meat to it to balance off the remake with the original. They still kept majority of the original story. I only added a few scenes with regards to the remake, which means it's still an original and not really a remake. It's more like an enhanced version of the original story. I don't know. Yeah, this is a failure. I didn't really have to see it for myself. I could have gone online and watched someone else play it, but the truth is, I don't have this physical product. The only time I played Until Dawn was PlayStation Plus, and I'm not going to give those dudes money every month. I want to go back to this game and play a scene in this game, or even to revisit this game for a monthly subscription just to play one game. So I just bought the whole game in total. There I could have both the original experience and the remake experience as one entity, because that's what this is, the original experience, but just some touch-ups up. So just some touch-up. So I would ignore if I play this again, I'm going to ignore all the remake bullshit. I'm just gonna imagine this as how it should be. I believe this game is going to fail hard in the next year. The price of this is going to drop dramatically, and in about 5 years it's going to be anywhere from the $20 to $10 range down the road in about 5 years. Supermassive have to have their next layup or their next three-pointer has to be tremendous. And what I mean by this, they've made 9 games in total. 9 games. Their 10th game would be Directive 2080, which is coming out Directive 2080, which is coming out, I believe, 2025. So Directive 2080 is coming out 2025. That will be the 10th product they've worked on. They've worked on 2 products before they did Until Dawn, I believe. Maybe they did more, but from what I know, they did a project before they did Until Dawn, 1 or 2 projects before that. So they've made a total of anywhere from 8 to about 9 projects. So they did 2 or a product before Until Dawn, then they did Until Dawn, then they did the 3 trilogies with regards to Man of Medan, Little Hope, and House of Ashes, and then they went on to do The Quarry, and then they went on to do Devil in Me, and then they went on to do the casting of Frank Stone with the Dead by Daylight people. So that's a total of 8 projects, if you're counting the one they did before Until Dawn, and possibly 9 if you're counting the one they did before. Well, there's no possibility about it. The one they did before that project, before they were even known as a company. So a total of 9 projects in all that people know of. And I believe that Directive 2080 will be either their 9th or their 10th product. So that game, I'm going to play that game, and that game will be the deciding factor of whether I decide to ever pick up a Dark Pictures anthology game or any game that's made by Supermassive from now on, because from what I could tell, they've had more failed games than they had successful games. Directive 2080 hopefully is good, because it will be the deciding factor whether this company is worth it anymore for me. For other people, I don't know, but for me, who knows? It better be good. It has to be weighted on the positive side than on the negative. It just has to be. I don't know about this company anymore. I'm not going to invest any more in anything. I'll wait for someone else to review that game when it comes out, and then I'll decide. Yeah, this company doesn't know anything about storytelling. Too many failures. Or they do know about storytelling and it's right in between. Even Steven, which isn't good. Yeah, I'm done. Not a good remake.